Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? The microphone is sort of working. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Sunday night. Got lots of crime to catch up on tonight. Oh, my phone buzzed. I was like, "Who's messaging me?" And it was my own show going live on YouTube. I was like, "Oh, okay." It's good to see you all. Who's in the chat? DJ is here. Mr. Dan Yee. Angela is here. Who else? Siana, Laura T, retired RN made it. Same with Marilyn Landis. Just Summers is here. Miss Reby made it. Another Marilyn Landis. Rachel, Sherry, Edget. All right. Oh wait, I missed Mamma Mia. Hey, Mamma Mia. We got an update out of LA, which we're going to go to as soon as we can. But basically, a actor who starred in, a bunch of different shows, but the one that probably everyone knows him from was General Hospital. He was shot and killed while someone was trying to steal his catalytic converter from his car or from a car. And they've released new images today of the people they are looking for. I'm just trying to get this to load correctly. Hold on. The internet has been really slow today, and I don't know why. Let's go to KCal or whatever we call it. Yeah, that'll do. We call it KCal. And that was a couple of hours ago. Yep. All right, let me get this set up for you all. All right. I promise we're a professional organization. We just do things slowly sometimes. All right, we'll watch the video, then we'll talk about it.
Tonight in the deadly shooting of an actor in downtown LA.
Yeah, we're getting a first look at photos of the suspects accused of killing Johnny Wactor. KCAL News reporter Lauren Posen live in downtown LA with the new details. Lauren.
Well, Leslie, for the first time in a long time, the family of actor Johnny Wactor is feeling hopeful tonight. This is the bulletin that LAPD detectives have put out. And on the right, of course, is Johnny. On the left are the suspects investigators say are responsible for his murder. And tonight, they're asking for your help.
I think it's a huge step in the right direction. And I really am hoping that the community has been saddened and sickened by Johnny's and everybody else's before him. He's not the only one when you start looking.
For the first time since her son's murder in May, Scarlett Wactor has hope after LAPD investigators released these images of the suspects wanted for his death. They show two of the suspects in light-colored hooded sweatshirts and one man wearing a black hoodie. Police say one of them has a tattoo above his left eye and on his right cheek.
There's somebody out there that knows something. So I'm really hoping that this community is tired of how it's being run by the criminals and someone will come forward.
Police say Wactor was killed after confronting three men while walking back to his car after a late-night bartending shift near Hope and Pico. Detectives say the suspects were trying to steal his car's catalytic converter and shot Wactor in the chest before taking off in a 2018 four-door black Infiniti Q50 with tan-colored interior. This is the first time the public is seeing these images of the suspects. Wactor's mother hopes someone will come forward, not only to bring justice to her son, but to make the streets safer for everyone.
There doesn't need to be any more Johnnies. There doesn't need to be a pro-criminal city, and this is what they're living in. It's just way more in favor of the criminals, which is why it's emboldened them to feel very more like, I can go ahead and do this.
And if you have any information that can help investigators on this case, they, of course, want to hear from you. You can call the number right on your screen and remain anonymous. That's the Crime Stoppers number. That's 1-800-222-TIPS. Reporting in downtown Los
All right, I have that leaflet given out by the LAPD. This is it on the screen, and you can. It's not easy to make it out. Even if you could get close-ups of these photos, they're not fantastic. It'd be great if you could zoom in, at least on that second image. But it says suspects 1 to 3 were attempting to steal a catalytic converter from the victim's vehicle. The victim confronted the suspects and was shot in the chest by suspect number 1. Suspects 1 to 3 fled the area in a suspect vehicle identified as a stolen 2018 black 4-door Infiniti Q50 with a tan interior. So good luck finding that vehicle. The LAPD is seeking assistance in identifying the 3 suspects involved in the murder of John Wactor. I can't believe he was an actor and his last name was Wactor. Is that deliberate? Is that some sort of play on words? I don't know. But that is pretty brutal to be someone who was striving to be an actor, working in Hollywood, and he's working at a bar, doing a bar shift. We've all heard that story of people trying to make it within Hollywood and they might get a job sometimes, and then sometimes they don't have a job, and low-level acting gigs don't pay very much. So you might make some money, but then you gotta pay an agent, you gotta pay insurance, you gotta pay the Actors Guild a percentage as well. Then you have your own health insurance or whatever. So while it seems like a lot of money, that may be your only job for a year or half a year. So I get it. It's not a ton of money. So to supplement his income, he was working as in a bar. And when he came out, these we'll say what they are. They're thieves. These thieves were trying to steal from his vehicle a catalytic converter. This is such an interesting, these catalytic converters being stolen. I've not really ever heard of it happening here. I know it's a big thing in San Francisco, LA, Texas, a few other places, but I've never heard of it happening here. I've never heard of people jacking up cars to steal a catalytic converter down here. And I don't know what I don't know why they want them. Does it have copper in it or something? Or I'm just trying to see what they have in it. Okay, hold on. Let's type in why would you steal this? Price. What is the price? Let's see. So typically the replacement cost is about $1,500, but up to $3,000 depending on what model. Okay, why would people steal them? All right, they saying it has a precious metal value. Catalytic converters contain valuable metals including platinum, palladium, and rhodium. The black market demand for these precious metals has surged, leading thieves to target catalytic converters as a lucrative source of quick income. Okay, yeah, there's actually a little video here. From what is this? This is Fox 2 St. Louis, and it's from the police department. I'm gonna play it because I want to know too.
At 9, major crime busts against catalytic converter thieves are helping curb the problem, but that's not the only reason we're seeing a drop in these expensive and annoying car crimes. Only Fox Files investigator Chris Hayes takes us into the underground world that's captivated criminals.
I'm in a salvage yard where the first thing people do here is they cut off the catalytic converter so thieves don't get it. It's not this shell that thieves are interested in. It's the precious metals inside, which once went for thousands of dollars an ounce. Take a look at this evidence room at the Maryland Heights Police Department. Nearly 40 catalytic converters seized in a big case led by Detective Sean Terry.
When we arrest the guy stealing the converters, that helps out a little bit, but there's another person to fill his spot.
His department followed the trail of thieves to this South County apartment complex. Up there on the 3rd floor, detectives walked into a living room that looked like this.
Our officers were kind of awestruck that these were just sitting in plain sight, wide open for anybody that comes in the apartment to view.
Thieves had recently struck more than a dozen postal trucks here on Congressional Drive and more trucks at this bakery right next to the police department. The thieves confident because Maryland Heights police detectives learned the suspects worked in groups protected by a lookout.
and he would be on the phone with them real time, providing surveillance.
The cost to business is extraordinary, with K&B Truck Repair in Granite City hit 3 times in the past couple years to the tune of $150,000 in reported damages. At salvage yards like this one that did not want to be identified, the first thing they do is cut off the converter, which you can see saws off in seconds, and that's with a cheap saw blade.
I cut the converter off right away because once I put it in my yard, people come in and steal.
It is not what you see that's in such demand. It's what's inside the converter. Here's one cut open so you can see the trace amounts of precious metals. That's platinum, palladium, and rhodium you see, with rhodium the most expensive metal, with a reported market value of $29,800 an ounce in 2022. That price now down to $4,200 an ounce as of this week. Tiny amounts are contained in screens like this that are inside converters. So what's that mean for something like this?
Back in the day, probably in 22, this converter went for about $300, and now it's worth about $50 or $60.
This yard told me it screens people who try to sell converters, but this now closed scrap yard in East Alton allegedly didn't. Illinois regulators shut it down last year, and an employee pleaded guilty to buying stolen catalytic converters. The Maryland Heights police cases went federal, leading to 2 separate convictions. The latest landed Alan Tikvesa a 5-year probation sentence this past December after a guilty plea for conspiracy. Both were Detective Terry's cases, which took more than just arresting the bottom guy.
Weight is worth the reward. The juice is worth the squeeze, so to speak. You can see how big this is as it develops, and it's worth pursuing.
For the Fox Files, I'm Chris Hayes.
I get it when they were like $29,000 an ounce for rhodium, but the fact that the price has dropped almost, I don't know, 70%, how is it still worth it when they used to be $300 on the black market? Now they're about, $50. It doesn't seem like it's worth it, because you'd have to cut it off, steal it, find someone to fence it to, and then you're taking a lot of risk for this giant piece of metal that you have to lug around for $50. I don't know. It made sense like 10 years ago. I just don't know why it's still a thing now that the prices are crashed. But anyway, this is what they were trying to steal from his vehicle, apparently still. According to witnesses later confirmed by the LAPD, he was leaving his shift as a bartender when he noticed 3 men who had raised his vehicle with a floor jack in the 1200 block of Hope Street in downtown LA. They say he confronted them and he was shot. Like, they didn't even, like, who are you? They just pulled out a gun and fired on him. There was no conversation. It was instant. As soon as they realized he was the owner of the vehicle or he was challenging them, they shot and killed him. They said the suspects fled northbound on Hope. Investigators said in the wake of the fatal shooting on Sunday, authorities released a community alert with new details surrounding the actor's death, including photos of the suspect and their vehicle. According to the LAPD, the man who pulled the trigger, identified only as Suspect 1, has a tattoo above his left eye and has one on his right cheek. Anyone with information surrounding the actor's death is urged to contact the LAPD Central Bureau Homicide Detective Unit at 213-996-4143. Hey, apparently this is some info about the fellow who died. He was in 164 episodes of General Hospital, but also appeared in Westworld and Criminal Minds as well. He played Brando Corbin on General Hospital. I have no idea who that is. Maybe maybe you guys know. I've never watched in my life, so maybe you guys know who it is. Rachel says people are hooking their alarm systems to it. Oh, interesting. Not worth killing someone, not for $50. Hey, Michelle, good to see you. Are you new here? I think someone said they were new. Let me go back up the chat. Well, if you're new, hey, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoy your stay at Nights with Ping. Sherry Ronsley says, I was out shopping at 5 department stores, and when I got home, I realized someone had hit my mirror on my passenger side and took off without leaving info. Even my mirror, $600. Yeah, it's not cheap to get those repairs done, is it? I'm just trying to see. General Hospital is a very popular soap opera. Mr. Breakaway, I have never ever watched it. I have I've never watched it. Don't even know what it's about. Let me guess. Is it like Days of Our Lives, but it's inside a hospital? So it's like drama inside a people sleeping with other people. Ashley's dating Ryan, but Ryan's really in love with Melissa, and it's all about the love triangle. And there's probably a family who are the most powerful family, and they own the hospital or something. I don't know. I have no idea. I've never watched it. The only one I think I've ever seen is Days of Our Lives, or what's that one? It's like there's the sands through the hourglass. These are the days of our lives. Danny says gifted 1 membership. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, Danny has gifted a membership every single night since we've had memberships. I counted them last night on my panel here. Let me just check. If I check, it should tell me. All right. If we go to total people. All right. Yeah, fine. Don't tell me. Active members. I don't know. It told me the other day. I just can't remember what it said. But it basically worked out that every single night that Danny had gifted someone a membership. So it's very, very kind, Danny. Right. Diamond Heart says, I used to skip 5th hour to watch General Hospital. The only sort of like drama I used to watch as a kid was Degrassi Junior High. That's the only thing I used to watch. That's all. Melody says, I love General Hospital. I don't think I'm going to start watching it. I don't think so. I don't think it's my thing. All right. Let's see what else we got on our list for tonight. What else do we have on our list? Okay. Got an update in a case of we know this guy. Is that Chad Doerman? Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure we covered him a while ago. So it says here, Mr. Chad gets life in prison without parole in the killing of his 3 sons. I remember this particular case. It says here, he was sentenced to life in prison without parole after pleading guilty to 3 counts of aggravated murder in the killing of his 3 young boys. Doerman pleaded guilty to 3 counts of aggravated murder for the killing of his 3 young sons last year. He also pleaded guilty to 2 counts of felonious assault, felonies of the 2nd degree, for injuries to his former wife and stepdaughter. In exchange, all of the aggravating circumstances that would have made him eligible for the death penalty have been removed. And they're saying the judge sentenced him to 3 life sentences without parole, running consecutively, with 16 years minimum sentencing for the assault charges. So he's just never getting out of jail. He's going to die in jail. They say he was arrested last June after investigators said he shot and killed his 3 sons, 3-year-old Chase, 4-year-old Hunter, and 7-year-old Clayton. Laura, who is his former wife, gave an emotional statement through a victim advocate saying no punishment will bring back her children. They're saying here, having a guarantee that he will spend the rest of his life behind bars is what is best for my family. I agree. Keep this weirdo in prison. Anyone who can kill their own children in this particular way does not deserve to ever come back. to society, ever. If he can do that to his own children, what could he do to someone he didn't know? Let's watch a little news video.
Who murdered his 3 young sons will spend the rest of his life behind bars without the possibility of parole. Thanks for joining us here at 10. I'm Chris Jacobs. Chad Doerman taking a plea deal today that spares him from the death penalty. And tonight, we also hear from the Claremont County Sheriff as he shares his reaction to this outcome. WLWT News 5's Daisy Kershaw joins us live tonight from Batavia with more. Daisy?
Chris, there will be no trial for Chad Doerman after he pled guilty to 3 counts of aggravated murder and 2 counts of felonious assault. During today's hearing, the prosecution sharing emotional testimonies from the boy's mother and stepsister.
Chad, when you go to bed every single night, I want you to know that when you took those 3 boys' lives away, you took mine and you took my mom's.
The words from Chad Doerman's stepdaughter Alexis, read in court by the prosecutor. Alexis and her mother Laura, both there, as Doerman pled guilty to murdering his 3 young sons, 7-year-old Clayton, 4-year-old Hunter, and 3-year-old Chase.
How do you plead? Guilty.
The prosecutor also reading the words written by a heartbroken mother to her now ex-husband.
My life was ripped away from me and destroyed. Since that day, I have spent every day grieving the loss of my 3 sweet, so very little sons.
Laura saying this brings some closure, but no punishment will bring back her boys.
I no longer get to raise them and watch them grow. I miss each one of them so very much. I miss their laughter, silliness, love, and joy for life.
Claremont County Sheriff Steve Leahy was there in the courtroom.
I was extremely proud of Laura and her daughter. They really showed a lot of courage and a lot of strength.
It's been just over a year since his officers responded to the Doerman's home on Laurel Lindale Road. He says June 15th, 2023 is a day that lives with them.
But this one, it hits home. Those are things that you just never get over or get past.
This case now finally closed.
You have to think, what about the emergency service people who had to come to that property and check on the 3 boys? That must have been harrowing for them. They probably stays with them even today. The fact that they had to go there, check on 3 boys who had been killed by their father. I don't even know how you go home and process that. There are the evils of our society, and these people have to deal with it every day. Danny says, it ain't closed. Chad prison is going to be worse than hell. They don't like people who kill children, so I could imagine that they're going to target him relentlessly. But that is a good update. He will probably never come back to society. I feel very sorry for his ex-wife. You could just hear in her voice that her entire future had been taken away from her, and that she's never going to get to raise those 3 boys into men. And I don't even know how you try and figure out where does your life go from that point in time. Like, what do you do from that point? I've heard other victims' families say that their future basically stopped that day that their children were killed, because maybe they're too old to have more children, or they can't have more children, or they have no desire after witnessing such a horrible act happen to their own loved ones. And they say that, the things that the milestones that they were looking forward to will never happen for them now. Like, they won't see them get married, they won't see them go to college, they won't see them, a million other different life events that they should have been able to do with them and be proud about. is something that has now been taken away from them forever, not just that they were killed. So Marilyn says those boys were adorable. Yeah, the photos of them just show 3 rambunctious little boys who were probably a handful for mum, but I think that she would trade for that any day of the week than what she has to deal with now. Glad this guy's never getting out of prison, or at least I don't think so. Even if somehow he's not getting out. He's sentenced to 3 life terms without parole. Plus, he got consecutive 16 years minimum for assault. So he ain't getting out. He's just not. He's going to die in prison. Yeah. Bo and Hope. I don't know who that is, but yeah, the one that was able to make it outside or something like that, out a door. Yeah, I've read the transcript. That was horrible to read. Unfortunately, I don't have any positive news to take you to because the next story is very similar. Sorry, but it's an update and we've been following it, so we're going to go to Arizona. So it says here, new information released on death of 2-year-old is a Marana girl who was left in a hot car. They're saying new information of the death of the 2-year-old who was left in a hot car. A Pima County grand jury has reviewed the case against the girl's father. His name is Christopher. We've talked about him before. He's the one who left his daughter in the car to go and play video games inside because he didn't want to wake her. Loser, she's in a car and it's hot outside. You're the father. You make the hard decisions. You bring her in and put her to bed in the home where you can keep an eye on her, not in a car. Yeah, he's just an absolute loser. So they're saying here the charges have been increased to first-degree murder after a grand jury reviewed the case. He remains out of custody after having to not post any bond. Someone now go get a bond. Now that it is first-degree murder, drag him before a judge and make her give him a bond. Make it like $10 million so he can't pay it. They're saying here this news station, KYOA, obtained these documents detailing what investigators have been able to uncover. They're saying the stakes against him have surged as the grand jury returns an indictment for first-degree murder and child abuse after his 2-year-old daughter died after investigators said she was left in a hot car for hours with temperatures reaching almost 110 degrees Fahrenheit. The indictment was signed yesterday at 1 p.m. They're saying News 4 in Tucson obtained more than 200 pages of documents detailing the steps investigators have taken so far. They're saying detectives were able to test his car and found it did turn off after 20 minutes of idling during their test, but can't retrieve specific data to verify when the car turned off while the child was inside because the airbags didn't deploy. Okay, maybe that's just how the car works. They're saying detectives also interviewed the 2 other children. One of the kids told forensic interviewers that she was able to tell the person interviewing her that dad was a good dad and it was just an accident. How would a child know that unless it was fed to them? Someone has told the child that, possibly the mum, because she wrote a emphatic statement to the judge asking for the husband to be released so that he could attend the funeral of the little girl. And we were all like, you sure you want him around the children? Are you sure? You sure? Because he just left one of your children in a hot car and now she is dead. So you sure you want him back out with you? We can keep him in the jail. You just don't have to write the letter. You can just say, I've come to my senses. My husband is a piece of crap. Keep him in there. I'm good. Danny says his 16-year-old told a reporter he always left her in the car. Great. It's not like a baby where you're driving it around the block at 2 a.m. in the morning to make it go to sleep. It's a little different. Yeah, we played her statement to the judge a while back. They're saying here, his past of leaving them in the car is supported by text messages between him and his wife, Erica. One read, "I told you to stop leaving them in the car. How many times have I told you?" So she knew, the wife did, that it's a bad idea, a very bad idea. And it says here, the 16-year-old daughter also, well, she's from a previous relationship, spoke with News 4 Tucson investigators earlier this week. She said the first time he did it with me when I was younger than 7. So he did it with her even when she was a little kid too, like Danny said. The documents also show more text conversations between Erica and Chris. On March 11, in one message, Erica writes, "You haven't shown you can stop putting the girls in danger or treating me badly. Even yesterday, you drove home drunk with 2 minors. You drink to excess every time." What the hell? She says, "I've been asking you for 3 years for you to cut back, but it's actually gotten worse." So now he has a drinking problem too. On March 21st, she wrote, "Why were you going 138 without baby in the car with alcohol in your system?" He responded, "You just hate me. She was sleeping. It's fine." Great taking responsibility. Great work. All right, play the video, if it will.
And we also want to talk about a News 4 Tucson investigation. There is new information tonight on the death of a 2-year-old Marana girl who was left in a hot car.
A Pima County grand jury has reviewed the case against the girl's father, Christopher Scholtes, as investigators have learned more about an alleged pattern of recklessness and his behavior with this child. News 4 Tucson's chief investigative reporter, Corus Nylander, is live from the Pima County Superior Court. And Corus, what is the latest information you have on this case now?
Yeah, well, Sean, a major development tonight. We've learned that Christopher Scholtes' criminal charges have been increased to first-degree murder after this case was presented to a grand jury yesterday. Scholtes remains out of custody after a judge allowed him to be released without having to post a bond during a court hearing last month. We've also been able to obtain these court documents, which detail what investigators know at this point. Tonight, the stakes against Christopher Scholtes have surged as a Pima County grand jury returns an indictment for first-degree murder and child abuse against him after his 2-year-old daughter died after investigators say she was left in a hot car for hours last month, with temperatures outside reaching up to 109 degrees. The indictment was signed Thursday just after 1 p.m. The News 4 Tucson investigators obtained more than 200 pages of documents detailing the steps investigators have taken so far in this case. Detectives were able to test Scholtes' car and found it did turn off after 20 minutes of idling during their testing, but can't retrieve specific data to verify when the car turned off while the child was inside because the airbags didn't deploy. Detectives interviewed Scholtes' other 2 children. One of the kids told the forensic interviewer that she was to tell the person interviewing her that dad was a good dad and it was just an accident. The child told investigators that her father was distracted by playing video games inside. One of the children stated the car was off when they were taken inside the home, which doesn't match up with Scholtes' claims that he left the AC running. One of the kids said Scholtes had left them in the car alone about 59 times in the past. His past of leaving them in the car is supported by text messages between him and his wife, Erica. One read, quote, "I told you to stop leaving them in the car. How many times have I told you?" Which is further backed up by claims from Scholtes' own 16-year-old daughter from a previous relationship that spoke exclusively with the News 4 Tucson investigators earlier this week.
First time he did it was with me. when I was younger than 7.
The documents also show more text conversations between Erica and Chris. On March 11th, in one message, Erica writes, "You haven't shown you can stop putting the girls in danger or treating me badly. Even yesterday, you drove home drunk with 2 minors. You drank to excess every time. I have been asking for 3 years for you to cut back, but it's actually gotten worse." Then on March 21st, she wrote, quote, "Why were you going 138 with our baby in the car, with alcohol in your system?" Chris responded, "You hate me. She was sleeping."
I think the text messages show, especially that one, that this is a man who can't take any personal responsibility. I mean, his first idea at his wife's concern is to lash out at her and say, "Oh, you just hate me. She was sleeping fine." Bro, she's worried about you and her children because you're a dumbass, and your idiot state of mind, weeks after this, killed the child, which is what she was worried about when she wrote these text messages. When, if at all, are you ever going to realize that she's not the problem, the cops aren't the problem, you're the problem? Will he ever realize that? Did he realize that when he sat in the jail for a week? Did he realize that when they took his baby to the morgue? I don't know. I think there's possibly an abusive relationship going on here too. She mentions in one of her messages that, like, you don't treat me right. And I wonder if there's some sort of coercive relationship going on in the background that has taken sort of a back seat to the child dying and these other sort of alcohol issues and stuff here. Because when she wrote that message to the judge saying, "I want my husband released, I want him to be able to bury our baby together," and blah, 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 I was like, that's a very strange thing to write about someone who just killed your child. Very strange. Like, I don't care if it's your husband of 50 years, I don't care if it's, I don't know, your soulmate, your twin flame, I don't care what it is. If they kill your child due to their own negligence, I wouldn't be writing crap for you. I wouldn't be writing anything to a judge. I'd be telling the judge to keep you in there until you realize what the hell is going on and you can prove that you understand the gravity of your own actions. I wouldn't be writing anything. Yeah, I know she's a doctor. That doesn't disqualify her from being in an abusive relationship. Lots of women in high-ranking parts, can be in that. Yeah, I know. I agree there's probably some sort of, not blame, but responsibility because they are her children as well. I just worry because, here, I wonder if I can backtrack this and show you that message. Is it that one? Yeah.
It's actually gotten.
She says, "You haven't shown you can stop putting the girls in danger or treating me badly." Right. I think we talked about this last time, actually, that she could have stopped putting him in charge of the children, and that's where her responsibility lies, is that if she knew there was a serious problem with allowing him isolated access with the children, then that's when she should have made a executive a decision in the relationship to no longer allow him to have time with the children without another person, grandma being present, granddad or something, or, I don't know, a babysitter or something. I don't know. She's a doctor. I'm sure she could afford a babysitter. Something like that. So I get that part too, but I think there's something else here too that maybe people are not discussing. Right, and but writing that letter, that just it signals something wrong to me. because I don't know any mum in this. Like, you look at the case we spoke about before, the one we talked about just before, where the guy killed the three children, the three boys. Look at this statement that she wrote in court, the victim statement to the judge about her ex-husband. She's like, he's a piece of crap. He can die in jail. I don't give an F. You know, lock away that bastard for the rest of his life. I don't really care. The safest we're all going to be is if he never gets out. As where she wrote a statement saying, "Oh, I want him to come home and I need him right now." What the fuck do you need him for? What, to kill your other children? I don't think so. I think, you'd be fine on your own, lady. I don't think you need him back home. So I don't know what's going on there. There's something off there. It's an odd reaction to someone killing one of your children. You read these text messages where she's already warned him, this is bad behavior. You can't leave the children in the car. You're drinking and driving and speeding. And I don't know. Then he ends up killing one of the children by leaving her in the car. And then she writes a really sympathetic message to the judge asking for him to get released. I don't know. There's something off. Danny says, I think DCS needs to take a hard look at her as well. Well, I'm going to guess that anytime a child dies in the custody of either parent, and it's this type of situation, a neglect case, I'm going to guess they've already got an investigation open, and they're already investigating in the background. Mama Mia says, I love you, Ping. You're straight and forward. Yeah, I don't try and I just tell you how it is. Danny Mitchell, she's a mandated reporter. She is. It's her job. She's a doctor, which means if she witnesses anything that's kind of like child abuse, she must report it. Rachel says, I wonder if she didn't want to accept the gravity of the situation. I don't know. I just find it weird, especially when you read these text messages, which are a private conversation between her and Chris. And you see the kind of things she says to him, but then you hear that letter that she wrote. It's like two different people. It's like, if this is the person who's been warning for so long, she says here 3 years she's been warning him about drinking and driving with the children in the car and leaving the children in the car. I don't know. I just find it off. There's just something weird. Sienna said she should be charged with child endangerment as she knew they were not safe with him. Yeah, that's an interesting point. The text messages do show prior knowledge that her leaving them in his sole custody was not a safe endeavor. Yeah, I'm sure there's an investigation going on in the background, 100%. 100%. Anytime there's a child that dies in the care of what is their birth parents or any kind of guardian, there's a freaking investigation, 100%. Just sometimes the wheels of justice and DCF move a little slowly, so it might take a little while. All right, let me get you back to where we were. Where were we? 100%. Yeah, right here.
With our baby in the car with alcohol in your system. Chris responded, "You hate me. She was sleeping. It's fine." Investigators were able to obtain surveillance video from July 9th, the day Scholtes' daughter died, creating a timeline of what he was doing before they arrived home. They determined he was inside a local grocery store prior, without his children with him, likely leaving them in the car. Before returning to the home, he stopped at a gas station, walked inside, and was seen on video entering the restroom with a case of beer. He walked out, beer in hand, never purchasing the items. It's unknown if he was intoxicated when he returned home. And Christopher Scholtes has another court appearance scheduled for Thursday next week as this case continues to develop. We're going to be there and bring you the very latest. For now, we're live from the Pima County Superior Courthouse tonight. Cora Snylander, News 427.
I wonder, they got 200 pages of investigative documents from the police department, but they've only released a very small amount of those documents and the information within them. I wonder if they're going to release any more, because there's got to be some very interesting information in there for sure about the background between Erica and Chris. Now, I found it interesting at the end there. Did you hear that last bit? He walked into a gas station and did they say he picked up some, like, a case of alcohol and then just walked out with it? Or did he come into the gas station holding a case of alcohol and then just left with it? I'm not sure. I couldn't quite make it out, but either way, this dude's definitely got some sort of a drinking problem. And I don't begrudge anyone who likes beer, likes to have a couple of beers at the end of the day, likes to have their IPA every night or whatever. Sweet, man. I don't drink. I haven't drank in over a decade now, but I used to like to drink, and I'm cool with it, but this doesn't seem right. Drugs too? Prescription? Maybe he's stealing from his wife. Angela says he got beer, went to the loo, then walked out. Okay, so he did shoplift. Right. So he went in, took a piss, grabbed a case of beer, and just went, "I'm going to be taking this with me," and just walked out. How blitzed was this guy to walk into a freaking gas station and just walk out with a case of beer? He may have already been pretty toasty by the time he got there. Now I get it. Arizona's a hot place. Cold beer on a hot day is probably pretty good, but not while you're driving and not while you have children in the car. And the wife even mentions in those messages that she had asked him to cut back on the alcohol consumption, and that she says in those text messages it had gotten worse. So his drinking problem had actually got a lot worse in 3 years. So we don't know how much he was drinking, how often, but he just sounds like an alcoholic who his first priority, even when he has the children, is to keep drinking and do whatever he wants to do while drunk. It doesn't sound like his priority is the children, because there's no way I would be drinking more than, like, just a single, bottle or whatever if I solely had the children on my own. If you had those children, you got to keep your wits about you. Children are fast. They will get out all of a sudden. If you have an emergency, what if you had to drive? So I wouldn't personally, but maybe this guy is so drunk all the time that he needs to drink to come back to normal. Could be. All right, let me see if I can find any of these documents that they're talking about. I wonder if they've released. Yeah, let me go to KVUE or whatever it's called. Documents reveal. It doesn't look like they actually want to give anyone the documents. It sounds like they're keeping them to make more content, and they're not going to release them. Sometimes they just upload them so you can grab, like, the PDF or whatever, but it doesn't seem like this time they're going to do that. Just let me check something. Investigation. All right. Be careful of everyone's. If you're in a dark room, I'm giving you the warning that this next photo I pull up is got a white background. So if you're in a dark room, maybe turn a light on, something like that. It'll only be for about 5 minutes, and then we'll go back to the... I can't change the background, unfortunately. So give me 1 second. So this was the probable cause affidavit for Christopher Scholtes, or whatever his name is. It says, prior to police arrival, the child was brought inside the residence by the parents, plural, who began performing life-saving measures. Paramedics transported the child to hospital via ambulance, where she was pronounced deceased at 2 minutes to 5 p.m., so 4:58 p.m. in the afternoon. Christopher was interviewed by detectives and stated he arrived home at approximately 2:30 in the afternoon, with his 2-year-old asleep in the back seat in her child restraint system. He advised he did not want to wake her up and wanted her to remain in the vehicle while she slept. He advised he left the vehicle running with air conditioning operating. He was aware the vehicle would automatically shut off after about 30 minutes based on previous, experience with the vehicle. Christopher advised his wife he arrived back home. He advised that his wife would arrive back home from work at around 4 p.m. When she asked where the 2-year-old was, he began to check the rooms of the home and then realized he had left her in the vehicle. There's no way. I don't believe him. I just don't. I know. I don't believe him. He got home at 2:30, and in an hour and a half, he forgot that she was in the vehicle? No way. No way. No way. No how, no sir. I just don't believe it. Unless this guy was so blitzed out of his mind and had drank so many beers that he can't, he was so blotto. That's the only excuse I would accept to why he couldn't remember that his child that he just got home was not in the vehicle. He's like, I don't know where she is. I'll check her bedroom. No, no. Doesn't make any sense. And it says here, detectives further investigated and obtained nearby security footage from adjacent residences. The video showed that Christopher's vehicle arrived at the residence and was parked in the driveway at approximately 12:53, so 7 minutes to 1 p.m. Just after his 2 other children arrived home at 2:52, Christopher was seen walking from his vehicle to the front door of his residence by himself. At 4 minutes past 4 p.m. or 4:08, the wife's vehicle was shown arriving at the residence, and the 911 call was made at 4:16, so 8 minutes after she arrived home. They realized that, or she did, that the child was unaccounted for. Surveillance video obtained does not show Christopher checking on his vehicle or his daughter at all during the time frame. The reported temperature was 109 degrees at the time of the call. The vehicle was parked in direct sunlight with the car seat on the driver's side of the vehicle, which was west-facing window. Christopher knew that he had left his 2-year-old daughter in the vehicle. Through forensic interviews with Christopher's other 2 children, ages 9 and 5, they said that Christopher left all three children alone in the vehicle regularly and stated that he got distracted by playing his game and putting food away. When their sister was in the car, Christopher received text messages from his wife while the 2-year-old was being transported to the hospital stating, I told you to stop leaving them in the car. How many times have I told you? And he responded by saying, babe, I'm sorry. She said, we've lost her. She was perfect. He said, babe, our family, how could I do this? I killed our baby. This can't be real. It's only real because you made it real, mate. Because you're neglectful. That's it. Hey, Utah, how are you? Thank you. It's very kind of you. Christopher Shitheel? Is that his name? All right. We can call him that from now on. Mamma Mia says, that's even worse that he knew the car shuts off after 30 minutes. Actually, I just found this out when the case came out, that the car shuts off. Yeah, apparently, in forensic testing, the car shuts off after only, I don't know what they said it was, 20 minutes. So he was even 10 minutes later than what it actually does. Yeah, I taking him when he goes to court, if I'm the prosecutor, I only have one question, and that is explain your mindset when you walked from the car to the house, you put the kids in or whatever in the food or whatever. What was your mindset in the next 20 minutes? Explain every effing thought that you had that ran through your mind about how you could not remember that you had a 2-year-old in the car. Like, you would have to come up with some absolute mental gymnastics to impress me. You would have to be like, well, you know, a Russian spaceship came down, it landed in my backyard. The freaking astronauts came out of the spaceship, started speaking Russian to me. I was like, hey, man, I don't speak Russian. And then, I lost track of time and I didn't realize there was a baby and my baby was in the car. I mean, how the F do you not? Like, that's the only thing I would ever accept. You can't be like, "Oh, I went inside and I just forgot."
Good evening, and thanks so
That's
much for
not an
joining us for
excuse to
12
me.
News at
I would never accept that. If I was a judge, I'd be like, "If you don't start talking some actual truth and sense and sincerity, you can just go back to jail. I'll just cancel the trial, and I'll just keep your ass in jail for, like, 5 years. I'll just schedule your trial for, like, 2035, and I'll just be like, "We'll see you in 2035. You don't wanna take the trial seriously? Bye. I'll see you in 2035." We'll say it's a mistrial because you won't cooperate. I mean, that guy just needs to get the hell out. Danny says, "You can't touch a car in Arizona. You can get burned on a car door." How I read this that, it happens down here in Australia too. Little children can't go to the park in Australia or Arizona in summer. Like a slippery dip or a what would you call it? A slide at the park. They can't ride on it. There's been children who have ridden on them and ended up with like third-degree burns all down their legs and their butt and their back because, like, the sun is so strong in those places that it's basically like a frying pan, and it can burn people. So, if you told me the outside of a car was the same, I'd believe you. I'd say, "Yep." I mean, it gets so hot down here sometimes, they can't run the trains anymore because the train lines actually buckle and move. So they have these wavy train lines from the heat, because apparently during the heat, the metal expands, and then if it expands too much, it kind of bends. There's not enough room for it to expand properly, and it sort of buckles the tracks and stuff. So there's all sorts of crazy stuff that can happen in the heat. Oh, yeah, left in the car when a parent goes to Walmart. That's happened a few times. Uh, they are making the kids' shorts very short. Yeah, I know that is a thing parents are a bit funny about. Michelle says, "Not too long ago, a child was left in a hot car while the mother went to a casino." Was that the girl? Was that the mum who went to the pokies? Or I do remember seeing that one. Yeah, so apparently there's been children who have been burnt on them on the metal slides in summer. Truck drivers have a problem with tires. I didn't know that. Maybe I don't want to hear what Joseph Scott Morgan has to say. Is he saying something? Is he doing a show on it? Hold on. Is Joseph doing a show on this particular case? Let me know because I didn't know. I mean, I love Joe. I think he's a great guy. Deserves all the success in the world. He's a great entertainer with the morbid curiosity that everyone has regarding, death investigation and his podcast. So great guy. Really like him. All right. Let's see if we can find. Oh no, that's okay. We did that. Unfortunately, all the stories we have tonight are child based. So I think I'm going to try and move away from that for a minute, and we'll do an adult one. All right. What if, what if I told you a man abducted a woman, she escaped, and then wait, no, and a higher man is arrested for kidnapping his ex-girlfriend. He escapes custody and then kidnaps her again. How does that work? Sort of reminds me of that woman in Canada who was captured at the border, arrested on a warrant. They ended up taking her children and putting them into secure housing, released her from the warrant. She went to the home, abducted her children again, and now she's on the run again with her children. It's like, why? You could have solved all this problem by keeping her in custody. And how did she find out where the children were? So this is very similar. A guy was arrested for kidnapping his ex-girlfriend. They arrest him, he escapes from custody, and then abducts her again. Hopefully this is the right one.
Renewed search tonight for a man authorities say is armed and dangerous. He escaped police custody 50 days ago. Grove City police say early this morning, Quintel Bagley kidnapped the same woman he's accused of kidnapping back in June. And less than an hour ago, Grove City increased the reward money for information leading to Bagley's arrest. Grove City is matching the $5,000 reward from the U.S. Marshals, making the total award $10,000. 10 TV first told you about Bagley when he was arrested back in June.
Now, detectives say he kidnapped a woman and then forced her into his car. He was arrested after police found the victim at a gas station. And that same day, Bagley escaped custody as Grove City officers took him from the Fairfield Medical Center. Body camera video here shows him actually breaking away and then running from officers. Police say Bagley then broke into a home, stole a car at knife point, and then drove away. Then today, 50 days after Bagley's escape, police say the same woman he's accused of kidnapping before told them that Bagley kidnapped her again and drove her to West Columbus. She told Grove City police that she was able to escape, and so did Bagley. He was last seen near Eureka Avenue and West Broad Street in the Hilltop neighborhood. Today was the first confirmed sighting of Bagley in nearly 2 months. The U.S. Marshal says Bagley is armed and dangerous, so call 911 if you see him.
If I'm building a depth chart for
There you go. A man who seems to have abduction in his blood. They said the U.S. Marshal Service is assisting the police in searching for the man accused of kidnapping a woman twice this summer. Quintel Bagley, 38, is wanted for aggravated burglary, aggravated robbery, failure to comply, parole violation for kidnapping, and failure to register as a sex offender. They're saying, on June 13, Grove City Police responded to the report of a missing woman. Detectives learned that Bagley surprised a woman at her home, grabbed her, and forced her into a vehicle. The woman was found at a gas station 3 hours after the first report. Officers also found Bagley and arrested him a short time later. Okay. Grove City officers escorted him to a cruiser after he received treatment at Fairfield Medical Center for some injuries. Police say he escaped officers and ran out of a parking garage and into a nearby wooded area. That same day, police said Bagley reportedly broke into a home, stole a Hyundai Santa Fe, and drove away. The vehicle was located in the area of US 33 and Hamilton Road. In an update on Friday, Lieutenant Jason Stern said Bagley was seen near Eureka Avenue and West Broad Street in the Hilltop neighborhood around 6 a.m. A woman told police Bagley kidnapped her from her Grove City home and drove her to West Columbus. Stern said the woman was able to get away from him unharmed. The lieutenant added that it was the same woman who was a victim of the kidnapping incident in June. The woman reported that Bagley was wearing dark clothing and had a mask covering part of his face. They also say you should treat him as armed and dangerous. We are asking for any help anyone can offer. And if you see him, call us right away. Call 911. A neighbor who lives near the woman who was kidnapped said the news that Bagley was back terrified her. She says, I'm shocked he came back. The police
Right
have
now,
been...
Columbus police continue to investigate several shootings that happened.
Shut up. And it says here, you should treat him as armed and dangerous. Yep. A neighbor who lives nearby says, the police have been over in this neighborhood, constantly riding it through. It scares me that he's come back. I think it would scare anyone. They said her neighborhood is a quiet place filled with families and elderly couples, but now she feels like she has to be on the lookout for Bagley. I pray for the poor girl. She must be terrified of him. I just pray the cops find him. I would have laughed if she said, well, the cops better find him before I do. I would have been like, yeah, you go, girl. You get him. The U.S. Marshal is offering a reward up to $5,000 for his arrest. Anyone who sees him is asked to call 911 or the Grove City Police on 614-469-5540. They also announced that another $5,000 reward is up for information leading to his arrest. So there you go. What has this got to do with anything? Hold on.
Now know the name of the person killed in a southeast Columbus shooting last night. Police say 28-year-old Michael Simmons was pronounced dead just before 7:30. It happened at a Sunoco gas station in southeast Columbus on No Bixby Road near Refugee Road. Police got the call just before.
All right, some dude was fatally shot at a Mike's Food Mart. Okay, I don't know why why that's attached to the Quintel Bagley story. I have no idea. But yeah, very sad for that guy. Mamma Mia says, I love all you chatters. Oh, that's very nice of you. I love you too. Just Summer says, I think as long as you're happy, the age doesn't matter. I have no idea what we're talking about. Who looks like Christina Applegate? I do? I mean, I don't try to look like her, but I mean, I could probably pull it off if I shaved my face, put on a bit of makeup, dyed my hair a little bit, got some high heels, you know, got like a skirt or something. I could probably do that. Oh, Damon's got a chase on. Let's have a look. I want a chase. Where is it? What county? Let's have a look. Hold on. I can't load Damon's stream while we're on, but I can search. Here we go. Oh, LAPD? Is it? What county is this? So what the hell is he talking about? Pacific. I can't tell what county that is from. Hold on, Danny. What county is it? Danny, tell me what county it is. I don't know. I have to try find it, but I can't do it without the news station that's running it. A facelift. All right. Yeah, he's got the potty mouth. Yeah, I know. I can't do it without the county. So if someone knows the county that the chase is in, let me check KTLA 5. No, they don't have a chase on. I want to watch a chase. We did one a few weeks ago. Come on. I don't know what county it is though. Los Angeles. All right. All right. Let's see if maybe ABC 7 or Fox 11. Let's have a look. Yes, they do. I've got it. Hey, do you guys want to do a live chase? Let's have a look. Please play it for me. Come on. It's not going to do it. Oh, it wants to do it in this tiny little screen for some reason. All right. All right, we got a police chase. Yay. Is it going to run? Hopefully. All right. He's driving the black car. Oh, he's going into like an alleyway now. I don't know if he's going to be able to get out of there. They could block him off at the end. They could do like a pit maneuver. They really could. Let's see if they do that. Nah. They just let him go. This is a very slow chase. They're just like, let's follow him with 5 police cars. Let's just go really slowly. Don't try and block him at the end of the alley. Let's just go as slow as we can and follow him. Oh my god. I don't know why they didn't try and stop him. They're like, no, we can't stop him. I don't want to do that. Yeah, we should do more police chases, but they're never on when I'm on. I just love how slow they're going. It's great. Hold on. I need a drink. Hold on. Lies. We're the LAPD. We can engage wherever. We're the legendary LAPD. We'll kick your door down and then send you a bill. We make t-shirts and sell them to people. We're the LAPD. I just love it. We're going around in circles now. They're literally going around the block. This is what we pay a lot of tax money for, people. For the police to get several cars and just drive around the block. Just Summer says, I don't mind you replaying the chases. This is live, right? It's not a replay. This is live. Yeah, they're still sort of just... No, zoom out, bro. I want to... Oh, here we go. He had an opportunity and just waved at him. He was like, bye. Hey, there's a car that everyone's looking for. Hey, is that my captain? Hey, how's it going? I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go get a burger. I'm going to go the other way. Look how many cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 different patrol cars are just tailing him around LA. Just sure. Why not? They're probably calling guys. They're probably like, hey, where are you? We've got a chase. We're chasing this black car. We're on 7th Avenue. Come and just follow him with us. Like, we've already got 5 other cars. We could probably get 10 cars. Oh, here we go. He's in a oh, he needs gas, of course. He's run out of petrol. Or he's gonna... Maybe his windshield is dirty. And he's gonna wipe his windshield. No? Oh, he's gonna leave again? Oh, okay. Oh, he made a break for it. Go, son, go. You ain't gonna run out... You're not gonna outrun the helicopter, though. Yeah, maybe he was thirsty. Maybe he's like Ping. Gets dry throat all the time. I love how we don't have a commentator. Normally they have a dude that's talking over the top of the helicopter footage. And so we've got more cars. Some of them have got lights on. I wonder if we're going to get on the highway. Get on the 401. I love it. I'm going to let it play in the background, but I can bring you guys some true crime updates while we watch this if you want. But this is fascinating. We never get a live chase when I'm on at 10:30. We have no idea. I can try find some information. Hold on. Okay, what does the live scan say? Well, I'm just going to load CBS Los Angeles. I'm going to change over to CBS. Stolen car pursuit. So this is a stolen vehicle, apparently. Oh, they got the big spotlight now from the helicopter. Oh, he had a friend up there. There was another cop car up that street. Oh, you can't turn left. There's another cop car up there. Oh, no, it wasn't. Is that a cop car? No, it's just a white car. Here we go. Ah, stolen car. Let's go. Hold on, everyone. Where is he? Pacific Boulevard and Clarendon Avenue, Southgate, East Los Angeles. We've got two different views going, but this one's probably the best one. Yeah, this is CBS. This is SkyCal, or I think this is CBS. So, go, son, go. Pursuit suspect, possibly armed. Armed with a burrito. That's what he's armed with. He's definitely got a loaded burrito. He's like, I was hungry. I got a burrito from this great food truck. And then the cops just started chasing me saying I was armed. And I'm like, bro, it's a burrito. This is my dinner. He said, well, they said that on the screen too. So maybe he has a weapon. I just like to see where he gets to. Where is he going to try to go? Because before, he literally just went around a block, went into the gas station, and then just left. And they were just like, cool, bro. Oh, he's definitely... No, that was a green light. That was a green light. He definitely did that. Come on, son. Make a run for it. Yeah. They need one of those tire things where they flip it across the road and they drive over it and it busts all the tires. Just not for long. When they got the helicopter up, they ain't going anywhere. The helicopter can fly faster than you can. It can, it'll track you for miles. Like, it's got night vision. You ain't got no luck. So where is he? Pacific Boulevard and Broadway. What are his options? Let's have a look. Pacific Boulevard. Let's see if I can bring up his route. It's not going to show me. Damn. It's pretty built up though in some of these places. Pacific Avenue, South Venice. No. Santa Ana and Santa Fe Avenue. It's the slowest chase ever. Red Like Wine says, I would be pissed if that was my car. Would you? They're going like 10 miles an hour. I think it's alright. Unless they crash it later. Is that an electric car? Is it? Is it a Tesla? Don't know. It's some sort of, oh, he picked up speed. How many cop cars we've got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we have 7? No. We've got 6 cop cars. I just love how there's so many. It's like, what do you need them all for? Could you not send some in a different direction to try cut him off or anything like that? Hold on, let me go see if I can find the flight tracker. Let's see if we can find the LAPD helicopter. Oh, actually, our police are out and about down here for some reason. All right, let me go to LA. Let's see if there is a... Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. There's so many helicopters up here right now. There's like 5 or 6 different TV helicopters. There's an LAPD helicopter. They're just everywhere. Oh, yeah. California Highway Patrol is up there. That looks like CBS or something like that. There's the Sky one, the one that we're watching, or the one we're watching before. And who else? Who's this? Another NBC. They've got like 4 helicopters up in the air. Oh, jeez. Guys, I have to run for like 1 minute, okay? I'm gonna leave you with the chase. I'll be back. All right, sorry about that. I had to go get a package from Amazon. How we going? Anything interesting? Hey, Beth B. It looks like he's still on the run. He's still around the same place, Santa Fe Ave and East Gage Avenue. Well, I don't know how much. Are they just trying to see if he runs out of fuel? They're like, let's see if we can just run out his fuel, whether it's battery or gas tank or whatever. Oh my god, we were supposed to end the stream like 10 minutes ago, but now I'm invested in the police chase. I want to see what happens. Let me see if I can get any other information about what's going on. Live now, about 20 minutes ago. Birds in the air. They have it's a black Dodge Charger on the run in LA. So it's a Dodge. So it's a sports car. Let's see. I'm just trying to see if there's any other information people have put up. Reports just say the suspect or suspects are possibly armed. Yep. But yeah, I can't find anything else on it. Very interesting. I know, right? Now we're all invested. Let's all just hang around and see what happens. Yeah, no, I'm not going to end it while we've got a live police chase. We're going to stay on the air. We're going to stay with the helicopters. Let me see if I got any other view. I had a different view before. We've got this view too from ABC 7 as well. We've got two different. They're about the same. They're in the same location. Oh, there you go, Spike. There you go. Did you guys see that? There's that stop strip. They tried to bust his tires. They just they had a cop on the corner and they tried to do it across the road. So his tires may be gone now. Oh yeah, here we go. He needs more fuel. More fuel. Oh, look at those tires. They are gone. That looks like when he went over that hump, it looked like the tires were real flat. He might start having trouble controlling the vehicle soon. Is that another cop or just a dude? He stopped to talk to the guy. He's like, keep going, brother. Keep running. Who are these people? Who are these people just like stopping there talking to him? He's like, wait, I better talk to the random pedestrians that I don't know. Don't worry about being caught. I better talk to randos on the street. They get fans. Hopefully not OnlyFans, because I think OnlyFans in a running vehicle would be very difficult. Let's see how long he can keep it up after he went over the... You'll see the cops will try again. If it didn't get enough of his tires, they will try again if they can get in front of him. Yeah, I know. He's like, let me just stop and like high-five some dudes out the window. Hey, it's a great night for a chase in LA. It's a beautiful night for a police chase. We love it. We love it. Oh, now he's going to go down a residential street. This could spell some trouble. He's got traffic coming the other way too. It'd be real hilarious if in the end we find out this thing had like some sort of like giant gas tank on it. And they're like, we weren't anticipating that this thing was holding like 2 days of fuel. The longest police chase in LA history. Let's go. Come on. Nervous for the public? I think they're fine. They're fine. Dude's going at like, I don't know, 20. He's not going fast. Yeah, the driver has probably Damon. He's on. He's like, bro, we're on the YouTubes. We're on this dude's smoke and scan stream. We're YouTube famous now. This is probably a new Olympic sport. It's called outrun the cops, and see if you get away, you get a gold medal. If you don't, you get handcuffs. It's a very decisive sport of the Olympics. You know, there is no silver or bronze. You just get gold or you get handcuffs. There's no in between. You reckon he's going faster than 20 sometimes, but geez, they're slow. That charger could be off in a second. Like it could just go. D saying Alexis. One of the people on one of the sources on the news said it was a charger, but I don't know. I can't see it. It's some sort of luxury vehicle for sure. To the World Olympic Games of run away from the cops. That is the new sport. I think he's trying to get to a freeway. I think that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to find a freeway. He wants to really open it up and get out of there, but I think he's having trouble. Oh, Another helicopter. No, I thought that was a cop car, but it's not. Oh, let's go back to the other feed because the other one had the streets on it that we could do. Here, close-up view. Is he back into another service station again? No, that's not the right one, is it? I'm confused. Is this one delayed? Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the other one. The other one looks like it's more live. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna refresh the CVS one because something doesn't look right. Oh, that's better. Hey, we get a speed too. There we go. He's going like 38 miles per hour. There we go. Going like 38. Yeah. You guys can see it there. 40. Yeah, so he accelerates sometimes and gets a bit of speed and then he backs off again. See? Now he's back down to 30. So sometimes he's going quite quick and then other times he drops it. They're not playing GTA? Maybe. Dumber than a box of hammers? Could be. I don't think he's going to hit anyone. I mean, maybe at the end, but right now it doesn't look like there's really anyone around. And he's driving fairly slow. Look, 20 miles an hour. Before they had to be going like 15 when they were going around the block. It's like they were obeying. See, now they're back up to like. Now he's got a bit faster, a bit slower, faster. I wonder what that was interesting. That truck pulled over at a really. There's dudes down there with like mobile phones filming the guy. They're like, we got him on camera. There's everyone just out and about on a warm night in LA watching a police chase. Oh. Took a right. What happened to the cops? What happened to the cop cars? Hold on, let me check my other stream. Did they lose him? Oh no, they got him. You just can't see the cars up his butt right now. I don't know where he's hoping to go, but there you go. Did you guys see that up in the top right corner? Another cop with a spike strip. Another guy trying to puncture. Obviously, they didn't puncture enough tires the first time, or they missed. I'm not sure, but when he went in that gas station, one of the tires looked quite low. But hey, maybe it's got run flat tires on it. I doubt it, but they're gonna have to set him up again and try and get back in front of him for another shot at the spike strip. Come on, son. You can get away. Make good decisions. It'd be good if they could get him out of a residential area, though. Just like there is a few things around, but like into an industrial area or something. I don't know where he's trying to go. I don't even know if he has a plan or not. or he's just driving around and hoping not to double back on himself. Probably his neighborhood, Danny. He's visiting all his friends for the last time. He's doing like a victory lap. Where is he going? Southgate East. So Southgate. My stomach's going crazy. My stomach wants lunch. It's like, feed me, Ping. Why did you not feed me before you did a live stream? And I'm like, the viewers come first, okay? That's what happens. He's looking for cover. Yeah, maybe. He could be looking for somewhere to ditch the vehicle and then be able to get away. Possibly. Does LA have a lot of parking garages? I would have thought so in like downtown, but maybe not down here. Tell him to go to Home Depot. I'll never find him there. He could build himself a ramp. Heard was, how did you get caught? It drove into the roadblock. That's how I got caught. And here we go, got the cops again. Okay, oh, did they get him? Another splash slip on that corner. Did they get the tires this time? Oh, no, that was the old one. That was the one. That was the 2 times earlier that they tried to splash slip him. Now, I'm going to change it to the ABC 7 one for a second. And muffled? It does nothing. Sorry, I think the buzzing noise of the helicopter is interfering with the microphone. The speaker got wet? No, my headphones were sitting right under the microphone, unfortunately. And I had like a white noise interference coming from the helicopter. The helicopter stream is literally just doing like a white noise thing. All right, let's see where we get to. Oh, here we go. Cop on the corner. Run, buddy, run! Get the spike strip. Come on, bro. Go, go, go. Put that fitness to good use. Go on, bro. What was that? That was the worst. That needs to be on like funniest home cop videos. That was terrible. He's like, let me throw the spike strip. Oh, it got tangled. Let me try again. That was terrible. That was a wasted opportunity. That was pretty funny. They could wheel camp it, Sean, at that speed. They could. That was terrible. That was the worst throw. This dude, he runs from the car. He's using all his fitness, and then he just goes, what? He just he like blocked it. He was just like, he's like, oh wait, that's not supposed to do that. And he just went, and the guy just drove right by him. Sean, I don't know if LAPD have that thing where they can drive up behind them and lasso the wheel. I know Arizona PD have that, but I don't know if LAPD have it. I know Phoenix police have it. Just yeah, I don't know if LA have it. I don't know if it's nationwide. Only some places own them. No idea. Let's go back to CBS. There's a couple of different ones they use. There's one that actually punctures into the metal and kind of pulls on the vehicle. There's one that goes, they sort of have a thing that they drive right up the backside of the car, and then it shoots a rope, and then it goes around the back wheel, and then they can basically, the car that is leading slams on the brakes, and it basically pulls everyone to a stop. There's a couple of different versions. What happened here? Did CBS News drop the feed? It looks like they might have. Let me see. Sorry, I had to reboot it. It was acting a little odd. Huh. Didn't come back. Hold on, guys. I have no idea what just happened. That's okay. We can go to this one. Oh, he's out. He's out. Run, bro. Run. Oh, they got a second vehicle? Go, man. Go. Oh, now we have two cars. The black car and the white car. Go on, son. He jacked the car. Is that what happened? I missed it while trying to check what was going on. Oh, here we go. Run, bro. Now they're really taking off. Now the speed has gone way up. Now it's a little dangerous. Ghost ride the clip. It's really got a little dangerous now. It looks like they're booting it this time. They're probably trying to lose the cops in the traffic. A relay event? Yeah, it's the stolen car relay event. Yeah, ditch the black car that blends in. Let's get a white car. Yeah, he's in a white car. You guys can't see it on the screen? It should be there. Mamma Mia says, Ping, what happened to last night's video? Stopped to do something, went back to finish it, and it was gone. We got copyright struck because of the song in the video. So they've really picked up the speed now, 100%. I have never seen a switchover in a car in a police chase before. Normally they get them by now. I've never ever seen that happen. They caught up to him. The two police cars caught up to him. But I think the real challenge is on now. Yeah, they're going now. Go, son. I don't know how long we're going to be on the air for now. We might be on the air for hours. I don't know what happened to CBS Los Angeles, but the stream died. Oh no, it's back. It's back. You guys want to go back?
On that vehicle that he abandoned, because we don't know if there's a victim in there. We have no idea. So they're checking that out. So they're relaying that to the pursuit vehicles, the black and whites, that are now in pursuit now of this additional felony suspect.
Okay, we're watching this driver on the wrong side of the road here as they're trying to get around traffic. You can see LAPD right on the tail of that white car that they're now pursuing with two suspects, at least two suspects inside. What we're being told is so far out for us here because we're going into LAX airspace, which makes it very difficult for for SkyCal here. They're not able to continue to follow it as such a close close range, but they're going to try to keep our eyes on it as much as possible, especially if this driver makes their way back.
Right, back toward this location. And
Yeah.
to your earlier point, Leslie, you made this comment about an hour ago. You noticed the ambulance there on the left side of your screen. That just ties in even more the fact that it is incredibly dangerous because you have other emergency services in the middle of all this right now doing their jobs on top of LAPD in pursuit of this vehicle as we try to maintain an eye on it. There it is, jumping on the freeway for the first time that we've seen. And now is when things start getting a little bit
Things
even
change
more.
nowadays.
I had a feeling they were trying to get onto the freeway for ages. I don't know what they were looking for, but they were trying to get onto a freeway so they could pick up the speed and try to get away. Now they're really flying. They are hauling ass. Yeah, they are trying to get out of there. I'm not sure what where this freeway leads to, but this is where it gets dangerous. Like someone, who is it? They're gonna miss in the south. This is where she's right. This is where it gets dangerous now because they're running at such high rates of speed. Any mistake here is like fatal. It can be fatal. Not just for them, for any other car on the freeway. They make a bad mistake and they take out like 2 cars, a cop car, whatever. Like you could take someone with you, especially weaving in and out of traffic like this. But we're definitely the pace is picked up now. We're on the Santa Monica Freeway, near the 110 exit, or the exit. I don't know, 110 North. So you know how my LA geography is great. It's fantastic because I never lived there, so I've definitely got the locals knowledge. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the other cop cars. It looks like there's only a couple on him now. All right. Let me bring you back to the
we know so far is that it is that white vehicle. We also still don't know who exactly is the person driving because all we saw was the suspect in the initial black vehicle get out in a parking lot, jump into this white vehicle, and then that just take off. So it is speeding incredibly fast right now, avoiding traffic. You see hitting the brakes, trying to move and weave left and right in and out of cars. But so far we know at the minimum there are 2 people inside that car.
Summer, they changed cars to a white car, and now they're on the freeway or the highway or whatever you guys want to call it. I'd call it a freeway, but they're on the fast way. The speed has really picked up, so they're now in this white vehicle. So we're waiting to see what happens now with geez, they are flying. Yeah, he switched to a they were in a black Lexus, black Charger, I don't know. And now they're in this white vehicle. Rip Michelle Alboreto. I have no idea who that is. Who is that? Oh, it's a Italian racing driver. Don't know. They died in 2001. Okay. Good work, Sean. Let's see where he gets to. I'm just going to refresh the ABC stream. This stream has a little bit better view at the moment, a closer one. No, he's flying. Now that they got onto that freeway, they are hauling. I said before, this is where it gets dangerous. Because now you got all these other vehicles all around you. It just takes one very silly moment, and you take not just yourself, but a van or a truck, whatever, out with you. I don't know how fast they're going now, but they were over 100 before. I think about the only thing that is stopping them is traffic. If they didn't have the cars in front of them, they'd be going even faster. He was on his learner's permit. This driver has his full license. Yeah, that's why they got the white one. The white one is for full license drivers, and they can go faster in it. They're pulling away from the cops at times. At times, they're getting a good lead in front of the cops, but they end up running into traffic, and then that's what allows them to catch up. Wow, they really are going now. Different driver? I don't know. They just did some sort of switch over from the black car to the white car. I don't know if it is a different driver. If it is, that guy is more intent on opening up the throttle. It's the same dude, Danny? Okay. I still don't know how he did the changeover. We'll have to find out. Wow, you can just see how fast that current 110 miles per hour. Jeez. Yeah, they're trying to get a distance away from the cops. That's what they want. He rung for back. That's what I wondered if while they were just driving around downtown or whatever, they were ringing a friend like, "Hey, bruh, steal a different car. Meet me here. I'll meet you there. I'm gonna jump into the passenger seat, and you're gonna get me out of here. Yeah, bad boys for life. Yeah, bad boys for life. All right, fine. I'll meet you over there." Yeah, drove slow to allow the pickup. Yeah. I don't know what the police's plan is here. I don't know. Are they just gonna see? Are they just gonna hang back and see what happens, and sort of try and let them keep going? I love how they put that digital map over the screen. It's great. The technology in the helicopters now, it's fantastic. There you go, driving on the shoulder. What? I wonder where he could get to. So he's in the San Gabriel Valley now. SGV. What story did we have from San Gabriel Valley recently? That was the Allison Chow story, right? We had that recently. It was from San Gabriel Valley. So let's see if you can pick up a gap between the cops and the now the speed's picked up again. You can see that gap between the cop car and the white car widening. Sean says, I watched again. He got in the back, I'm certain. Okay, there must be a buddy. His buddy's got more driving skill than he did. Different agencies had different rules. Well, yeah, I don't know what the LAPD's position on what happens when you start to get over 100 miles an hour in a stolen vehicle. Do they ever call them off? Do they ever say it's too dangerous and let him go? I don't know if it's a two-door coupe. I thought it was a four-door, but I could be wrong. No, it's got four doors. I can see two handle wells on the side there. Yeah, he must have, Danny, he must have got a buddy to steal a car and meet him there. He's like, meet me at the Denny's on 42nd. Ignore the 8 police cars that are following me. It's cool, bro. Just slow down enough so I can jump in. Over 100 now. 105. Definitely getting close to 110. Jeez. Danny says the brake router is smoking. Is it? He's probably riding the brakes. Lights turned out. Oh, they're flying now. Oh. Switch to a different helicopter, maybe? Couple of these news stations had 2 helicopters up in the air. So I think CBS had 2. I don't know if ABC did, but I know CBS had 2. "120 miles per hour." Jeez. Yeah, I don't see any headlights either. No. What's that gonna do for you? Like, why do you not want headlights? They might find us if we have our headlights on. Don't worry about the brake lights. But headlights, they might be able to track us through the headlights. He's got something in there. I don't know what that is. Can you guys see that glowing in the front? I don't know if that's a tablet or a mobile phone or a entertainment center. But there was something glowing on the dash. But we're gonna have to start taking bets. How much longer do you think the chase is gonna go? 122 miles an hour? Danny, let me reboot. Maybe we got tagged back. Let's have a look. Come on. Hold on. There you go. I don't know why it's wow, 125 miles an hour. Holy crap. I like how they add a circle. They're like, so you can see the car. I don't know. You guys, Jojo says not much longer. He's almost there. I wonder how long we're gonna have to go. All right, I don't know. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. D is ahead of me. I don't know how. I'm on the same stream. I'm on ABC7. Maybe he has a different live version, but I'm running it from their website. Unless I can find a different one. Hold on. Let me shut down some of my links. I probably got too much open from the show earlier. We're probably running too much crap in the background. Let's hold on.
Back towards the direction
Right.
where all of this started, which was Huntington Park, Southgate area. But now they're near Downey, Norwalk.
Do a U-turn and go where? I don't know where they'd go from there. Hold on. I'm not sure why mine's so delayed. You can blame it on me being in Australia, maybe. Let me see if I can get a better view. I don't know why it always wants to open up in the tiny little... I know. It's probably my ad blocker. No? Hold on. What? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I got sidetracked. Speed picking up again, back up into the hundreds probably. Yeah. I'm not sure why it keeps dropping back. This stream seems to delay for some reason, and I'm not sure why. But every like couple of minutes, it drops like 30 seconds. I've noticed that. Like that's why I have to keep refreshing it because it seems to drop buffer, but it shouldn't. It's not buffering for us when we're watching it. But for some reason, it's dropping time. All right, guys, give me 1 minute. You guys keep watching. That was the changeover right there. How's it going? Is it still keeping up for you guys? I don't think I've seen a chase this long. At night, it's got to be past midnight. No, it's West Coast, so 11:30, 11:40. Oh, it's 9:41 p.m. in LA. Sorry, I was a couple of hours out. 9:41 right now. Oh, really? Diamond Heart says, I watched a chase in LA. Guy switched 3 different cars a couple of weeks ago. I've never seen it. I watched quite a few of these, but I don't think I've ever seen it. Pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen a switch of a car halfway through. Let's do a refresh. Just make sure we're on the latest. Courtesy CBS Los Angeles, by the way. Thank you, CBS Los Angeles. Please don't come for us. The Ford Bronco chase, what, from 1994 or whatever? Yeah, I'm sure that one was long too. This is long. Where could they get to? Danny, do you know where they could get to from here? Is there any particular place he could, like, could he get to somewhere? Like, I don't know. I've seen someone get away by going, yeah, I've seen that before too. Yeah, most people are probably in, although there was a bunch of people before saying, like, hi to him and stuff. It's Sunday night, yeah. Most people you would think would be inside, but it's summer holidays over in the USA. So a lot of the young kids are not in school right now. They're on summer break. So there's probably a lot of teenagers and college kids hanging around, not doing much. No classes tomorrow. So maybe we're into roadworks now. We're into the roadwork territory. Are we going back into residential? Buddy, should have stayed on the highway. Oh, we're on South Figueroa. Oh my god. Yeah, he's on Figueroa. Jeez. We're going back into the... Yeah, we're going back to basically where we were before. He's just taking us on a scenic route around LA. That's what he's doing. He's a tour guide. That's exactly what it is. It's not a police chase. It's a tour guide. He's going home. Is that what he's doing? He's going home. This is the longest chase ever. Normally these are over in like 10, 15 minutes. I don't know what the end game plan is here. I have no idea. Maybe they're looking for a structure that they can pull into. I don't know. Oh, oh, oh. Do a burnout, brah. Do a do a do a donut. Oh, they're hidden. Where'd they go? Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Oh, he's out. He's stopped. What's going on? He's gonna do a burn. He's gonna do he's gonna do 11sies. Go on, bro. Do the burns out. I don't know what's going on. Why did Oh, okay. He must have lost reception and his Google Maps stopped working. So he's like, just let me sit here and try to get reception. Bro, you took a wrong turn. I swear to God, this is the freeway. Nah, man. We're on Figueroa. We're going to the wrong place. Yeah, why did it take me to the desert? I wanted to go to the McDonald's. Yeah, I think maybe they took a wrong turn because they're back into built up areas again. They were doing better on the freeway. I don't think this is the smartest idea. He's lost. Yeah, he's lost. He doesn't know his way around LA. He must not be a local. How does he not know his way around? He'd never survive here. I don't know, but it looks like we lost some police cars as well. Sean says, "This is one of your best shows. Doom and Gloom needs it." Well, when we get more police chases, I will definitely do them. Yeah, he's got to pick up his girlfriend from work and get some food. They probably run out of fuel. They probably ran out of fuel. Maybe that's what happened in the black car. Couldn't stop. Maybe they were like, let's lure the police officers to Dunkin' Donuts and see if they go in for a snack, and then we can get away. And now we're back to the patrol of many police cars behind him again in the slow march around LA. What the hell? And now we're back to that, like, the couple miles an hour police chase. Mamma Mia says, awful to say, but this is entertaining. CHP then LAPD, so California Highway Patrol. Could be, I would say so. CHP Pursuit. Now they're back to doing, are they going to get a third car? Is he teaming up with another buddy to get a third vehicle? Maybe that's what's happening. Right now, he's on the phone. He's trying to organize with his other buddy to get a third vehicle. It does very much look like it's a very slow chase. At least he's a responsible criminal. He doesn't want to hurt anyone. Doesn't want to take anyone out. Yeah, he needs a Ferrari. Maybe his buddy can jack one and meet up with him. Yeah, maybe like I said, maybe he's waiting for his friend in another car again. I'm just trying to see. Everyone's talking about the weird moment in the police chase where he just stopped for no reason. Oh, here we go. Cops coming up alongside of him. Are they going to try and pit maneuver him? Oh, they tried to nudge him in the butt. Go on. Just spin him, hit the back of it. They must be going back into LAX airspace again because the camera's so far away, and it's probably because the helicopter can't get closer. There, they must be right next to LAX because LAX airspace, they can't get into too close to it with the helicopter because it interferes with traffic, air traffic. What? Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's what I thought so too, that they were looking to pit maneuver. He's heading to the parking garage. Get him. Now you got all the cops coming up on either side. They want this to end. They want this to be over. They're like, we're sick of following you around LA. You're a terrible tour guide. Shift change. Could be. It's almost 3 o'clock here in the afternoon. I started streaming 2.5 hours ago. Oh, he wrecked? Danny? Oh, yeah, there we go. He's out, bro. He's out. Get him. The car's just got its hazards on. Wait, let's see what happened.
Speed, but you have to wonder how that other person is doing there. We saw at least one person, we believe it might have been a suspect, take off there, and officers were right on it.
And if my guess is right, those were CHP officers that were in foot pursuit of that suspect. I believe that was the driver of the vehicle because that didn't match the description that I had of the first suspect from the first pursuit. So they were both on him. So we'll see what happens. But the additional units will deploy on the vehicle itself, and then they have to be concerned about the victims involved in this.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can see
him in his wreck.
one police patrol car making its way down this roadway here. You know, they're all coordinating to try to find those suspects. And as you mentioned, Dave, to make sure that any victims are okay. I do want to let our viewers know that we are getting a 1-minute warning here that SkyCal will need to refuel. So we're going to unfortunately have to pull off this, but we are going to keep our ear out on our assignment desk, as well as try to get in connection with LAPD and CHP there on the ground to try to get the very latest, as they are, it looks like possibly
back in pursuit, perhaps.
Back in pursuit
like right
of
now.
that suspect.
It looks like we had so many questions as to what was going on because Leslie noticed the head-on crash there and what looked like at least one person jumping out and going on the run. But now, based on what we're seeing here, it looks like back in pursuit right now in the Southeast LA area, but it's going to be difficult. And again, a point to mention that this is now taking on a third chapter, so to speak, of this chase as we approach the 10 o'clock hour this evening, a 2-hour pursuit that started as one pursuit, shifted into that suspect jumping into another vehicle. And
This is the most bonkers chase ever. They're back on pursuit. Unfortunately, their helicopter is running out of fuel. They have to head off. Let me see if ABC 7 is going to continue and whether they've got any fuel. ABC 7's still on it, so we're going to change to ABC 7. We're going to walk away from CBS for now, and we're back on the chase here. I don't know who hopped out and who went on the run, but that white car's back on the chase again. We're back. Here we go. Hopefully this one kept dropping behind. I hope it doesn't, but we're back. We've got a different helicopter. Hopefully this one doesn't have to go refuel either. But CBS had to go back. They ran out of fuel in the helicopter. But they must be so close to LAX, like they can't get right on top of that vehicle at the moment because they must be in the airspace for the airport. But they're back on the highway again. Here we go. Yeehaw. I'm going to stay on. I may have to dip here and there to get some things done, but I'm going to leave the stream on. And then I'm probably going to have to delete this stream, guys. I already got a warning for doing that Olympic thing. I can't I can't get another one. So the stream there probably will be no replay of this live show. Sorry. Yeah, I know my stomach's starving. I'm all right now. We can keep going till about 3:30, and then I got to go eat and stuff, but I'll leave the stream on. They will pit again, do you reckon, Danny? Let's see. Let's see if they will. It's been a long show tonight. First chase you've ever seen, Mamma Mia? I'm just glad we had another helicopter to change to. Okay. Assault and deadly weapon. Okay. I don't know what happened to that other guy. Let's see if I can go to LA. Let's see if I can find an update on here. Says here, Los Angeles police followed a possible stolen vehicle in a chase that circled around neighborhoods of southeast LA for more than an hour. The suspect in a vehicle with plates that indicated it was likely stolen drove mostly within the speed limit on surface streets through Southgate, Huntington Park, and East Los Angeles. The driver drove through red lights several times, but otherwise did not operate recklessly. At least 5 police SUVs followed the unit close behind, but apparently did not attempt to make a pit maneuver or otherwise force the chase to come to a conclusion. Officers were concerned the suspects may have been armed. After at least 75 minutes, the black car pulled into a commercial parking lot and the driver hopped out, letting the car roll while he ran to another vehicle that was waiting nearby. He hopped into the back of the white sedan, which took off at much faster speeds. What the hell? CHP units took over the chase from LAPD as it continued on to 110 North. The vehicle then returned to surface streets in the same general area of southeast Los Angeles as earlier in the chase. At one point, it appeared to crash, and one person was seen running on foot from the scene, but the car continued fleeing and got onto the 105 and other freeways nearly 2 hours after the chase began. And that's where we are right now. You can see the damage to the vehicle. That's what they are showing you. There is some damage to that front quadrant panel there. Yeah, this is a good angle. Much better than the one from before. All right, guys, I have to go for a couple of seconds. I don't think this one has audio. Hold on. No, no audio on this one, unfortunately. Oh, here we go. That car looks messed up. That car looks bonkers. Yeah, yeah, everything went a bit mental all of a sudden. He's like, "Don't shoot, bro." Yeah, now he's gonna get out of the car. Is that the only guy left in the car? That's it? I don't know. I don't know if his ride or die is still with him. They're like, "Pull up your shirt. Show us how much Taco Bell you eat." No, I'm just kidding. They're just like, they're looking for a weapon. Yeah. It's over. They're done. They did it finally. They let him have his fun and they're like, "Okay, we got the other dude. We have to get this guy now." All right, guys, hold on. And he's now arrested. Who's this dude? A different dude that got arrested? Yeah, the poor owner of the stolen car. He's like, that was my baby. They got the Uber driver too. Oh, who's this? A woman. A lady. I don't know who this is. Was she in the white car? Yeah, I figured it was a woman, but yeah. Oh yeah, she must have been in the white car. She ain't no lady? I don't know. You don't know what she gets up to on a Saturday night. It's a clown car. There's just people in people. New and white car. Yeah, the white car, yeah. Oh, she's in cuffs. Do we have any more? Any more people in the car? It was a ride share. Oh my god, imagine if that's exactly what happened. They were like, he called an Uber, whatever they call the Uber ride share one. He's like, meet me at the gas station. And he hopped in. He's like, bro, drive. Where do you want to go? I don't know. The highway? Anywhere? Yeah, I think they got that other guy that ran though. I think they tracked him down. Anyone else in the vehicle? Yeah, we have to give a guy a ride home. The backstory to this is going to be fascinating when it comes out. Like, what the hell happened here tonight? Why did they take two cars? I know the traffic backed up. Oh my god, those poor people. They ain't getting home for dinner. Looks like it's just about over. That was a long chase. That was over 2 hours apparently, according to ABC Los Angeles. Sean, thank you for your 2 donations tonight. I really appreciate it. It's been a long live stream tonight. A really, really long one. We've stayed on almost 3 hours tonight. It's a long one for us. We don't normally do that long on a Sunday night anyway. Oh, that's it? We're going? Or is he looking at the traffic? Oh, look at all the traffic stopped. Oh, another cop car. Huh, those poor people. The guy's like, I just wanted to get some Del Taco and now I'm stuck in a 5-mile traffic jam. It's like the Del Taco wasn't worth it. Helicopter's going home. He's like looking at, is that an LAPD? Or is that a buddy? No, it's LAPD. It'll be police. He's looking at his friend, the other helicopter. He's like, oh, that's my other friend. I have more people watching now? I didn't even notice. Hey, don't shine lights at us. I didn't see a canine squad come in. I didn't see one. Yeah, remember to hit the like button and subscribe. Knights with ping, that'd be cool. Danny Mitchell says code 4. They pulled the plug. Hey, no, we can't watch this. Stop that. All right, that's it, guys. That was a hell of a chase. Let me wrap it up. Let me find out if there was an update on KTLA. Although apparently there was a burglary in Pacific Paradise twice in less than 7 hours tonight. Let's see if there's anything on the... I don't know. That's so weird. They had... I don't know what's going on, but they had a story about the police chase, and now there is no story about the police chase. Okay. I don't know. Hopefully they do one soon. Thanks, Diamond Heart. I appreciate it. You're welcome. It was great. I like doing the police chases. It's a lot of fun. Hey, Catatonic, how are you? Had fun? All right, we'll do it again. Hey, we ever get a police chase on a live show when we're on at night, I will definitely do it again. All right, hold on. Yeah, we did that one earlier. That's not from tonight. That's from something else. That's the murder of the actor. We did that at the very start of the show. That's not from tonight though. There's a second chase on? Is there? Is it in the same place? We can have a look. CBS. I don't see anything on here, but they did say here, Los Angeles police followed a possible stolen vehicle in a chase that circled around neighborhoods southeast of Los Angeles. Yes. For more than an hour, the suspect in the vehicle with plates that indicated it was likely stolen mostly drove within the speed limit on surface streets around Southgate, Huntington Park, East Los Angeles. The driver drove through several red lights, but otherwise did not operate recklessly. Let's see if they have an update at the end. No, they're just saying it'll be updated. I'll bring you probably an update tomorrow night, though. I think there'll definitely be more information by then. A Lincoln Navigator chase? On what channel? Channel 7? Channel 7. That's ABC 7, right? Let me see. Let's go to Watch Live. Now it's showing me a some other true crime documentary right now. I don't see a Lincoln Navigator chase. Hold on, I'll check one more thing. Oh, I see Damon has it, but I don't know. I don't know what channel that is. Unless someone can tell me the specific channel, I wouldn't be able to tell you. You'd have to tell me literally like what channel that is. Like what news station. No, Stacey, I don't think it has anything to do with the shooting of the actor. Channel 7. Shows me the Australian Channel 7. They crashed already? I see Damon streaming it. I see it on my Twitter. Yeah, I see it on Twitter, but I don't know. Yeah. If they wrecked, they wrecked. That's all right. Hey, I love you all. I'll be back tomorrow night. 9 p.m. tomorrow night is our normal live show, 9 p.m. Eastern. I think it's like 6 p.m. if you're in the West Coast, and sometime in between if you live between New York and California. Yeah, I will be back tomorrow night. No worries, Sean. Thanks for staying up and watching. Thanks for hanging around for the live show. There will be no replay of this show, unfortunately, due to the police chase. So if you got to catch the show tonight, you had a very special show because you won't be able to review it on the replay. I'm going to catch you all tomorrow at 9 p.m. for more true crime and breaking news. And I'll see you then. Good night, everyone. Peace out. Bye.